Welcome. I am Highlander X. My channel is Highlander Extreme, and we're in eSail, and we're doing the challenge Maxwell Marina to Frazer Town. Um, we get points for different sections of this challenge. We have to make it to waypoint 1, 2, and 3. If we go to our chart, you can see the map. Turn on our boat, turn on coordinates. These are all set up. This is an extra point. This is an extra waypoint, or right there. But first points are 1, 2, and 3. We get points here, 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 and then docking. So, first thing we got to do is got to set up our boat so we can leave. Going to change this from spring lines into our slip lines. Go ahead and change that forward. This is Skull and Bones. I named my deckhands. Okay, usually I can take this since it's highlighted and move it to a different point, but I can't. So right now I'm going to snake the boat up, and we're going to actually make a good angle so the stern comes out and we can back out of here. It doesn't cost you any points if you hit the dock, but it's bad form. And okay, create slip lines. Start my engine. I don't need this line anymore, so I'll go ahead and take him off. And I'm going to tighten him up a little bit, so kick the boat out. And then I'm going to put some pressure on the engines. And then release. Go ahead and put away our starboard fenders. We're going to set up above here, above this portion of this dock. And we're going to face this buoy right here. And then set up our autopilot down here, and then as soon as they're done putting everything away, we're going to raise the main sheet. Okay, we're going to go from mooring mode to sailing mode. Strap on our main sail hard sheet, and I'm going to put on a winch. And gonna take this all the way up to completion. You gotta really be aware of where we're at so we don't back into the dock. We need to turn on our map. See how far we got some room. Okay. Set this up for our reefing line. There's so much wind out there and the weather is so bad that we're gonna reef in ourselves. We're not gonna make them so big. We're gonna bring them down a little bit. So I'm gonna put one turn around this, and then we're gonna open our jammer, change our view so we can see it, and then we need to see where we're at. 95, 94, 93, I think we're gonna go to about 86. Yeah, try that. Last time we were 90, we got dumped in the water twice. Actually, more than twice. We stalled to 0 knots a bunch of times. So, this is gonna be a little bit lower than our last run. Okay, we take our reefing line, put that at 100, and then we're going to close this. And then we're going to go ahead and raise our sail again. Our main sheet all the way up. And of course this line over here is preventing it from going any farther. That's where we're at. Still pretty far away from the dock, so we're doing good there. Now we're going to, okay, our out hole's already 100%, and that basically flattens out the bottom part of the sail. And so we're good with that. Gonna put on our main sheet and put a turn on it. Open up our jammer and relax this to about 90%. Close that, and we're done. Okay, now we're starting to get close to the dock again. Some pressure on the engine. Now we're going to do the same thing with the jib. We're going to open up our furling line jammer. And we're going to wrap our, well, port jib sheet. Select that and then put a handle on it. Wrap it around the winch. And we're going to take this out as far as we can. It's going to be, oh, don't want to get too far up here. Okay, it's going to go to 92 to 93%. I want everything flat as can be. Alright, 92. Okay. Now, we're going to close the jammer. And we're going to put on the furling line. Put a turn on it. Oh shoot, we're really going fast into the dock. Gotta pay attention to everything. Okay, here, I'm going to take this in about 10%, 10, 11%. 11, good. Okay, now that's done, and we can now put our port jib sheet line on, wrap it around once, and we're finished. We want everything flat, so I'm going to check. My travelers are all the way back. That's going to make my jib as flat as possible. Good, good. And then view. Now we're getting too far up again. Now I want my kicking strap to be as tight as possible. It's going to put pressure on the boom all the way down, keep that sheet flat. Okay, we're done with that. And then we'll put him over here for now. 90%, close, close. Okay. We are now set to start the challenge. Nothing starts till we cross that line up there. Autopilot off. I kind of want to cross as high up on this side to the right as much as possible. There's going to be a lot of wind coming off of this. So I'm going to let my mainsail spill some wind. Not really going for speed as much as we are. We want to Well, we are, but if you go too fast, then the wind comes up and knocks you right in the water, stalls you completely. We gotta have our engines off before we cross that line or the challenge is void. I've been run over by that big ship out there many times. So annoying. We're not really looking at crossing this line as fast as possible. Okay, that shut off and now we can start pulling in our sails. It started and we get dumped quite often right from the get-go. So I'm not aiming straight at the island yet. I'm gonna get past this point. 6-4 is pretty good. That wind, when it comes up and just pushes you into the water, that's what we're looking to avoid, along with traffic. Alright. Now, autopilot, check where we're at. We're not doing too bad. This line doesn't really matter because I set this point up. We want to get to this point. Six, 3. Now if it comes at us, if the wind starts pushing us over, I want to pull this sail out so it can dump the wind. For the most part, during this whole journey, I'm leaving the jib as tight as I can. We're mostly sailing pretty hard into the wind. Take a look at what we're doing. Yeah, we're looking good. Going a little slow compared to my best runs, but not too bad though. If we make 300 points, we'll be doing real good. I hit 7 knots. Everything's lined out over here. Well, 325, not bad at all. Okay, take that off. And we need to start moving towards here. Okay, we're going kind of slow. Geez, I'm gonna bring this in, but the more I bring it in, the more chances I have of getting dumped. Now this is all about, oh look at that, trying to let that wind die off and pull it back. And then not paying attention, it gets too far to the stern. Trying to get speed up and not get dumped. That's the challenge. This is the hardest part right here. These points are tough. Now it wants to pull me into the island and dump me. This is a lot of work right here. Every time those waves come up, your angle of attack is just completely damaged. Look at that, 3.8 knots. Going slow. And our speed up a little bit. There we go. It's gonna dump us. No, it's not. That's a lot of work trying to get through here. Last run I got dumped twice by this point, but I didn't have my mainsail reefed as much as I do now. So you reef your sails, you don't get as much speed, and trying to concentrate. This isn't even set up. Oh no. Trying to do two things at the same time. There we go. Where are we? Gotta look at my map. I'm not sure where we gotta turn yet. Okay, autopilot. No, not autopilot. I didn't have my autopilot on. It's pretty bad when you have you go to look at your map and you don't know what your boat did. 579. Okay, we gotta get this starting to move. Take our turn. And, oh, we don't even have a wrap around it. Come on, come on, come on. Alright. Alright. Let that out a little bit, see where we're going. Okay, go to bring it in to the left a little bit. Sails for the most part are lined up. We got check marks on both down there. And our tails. Okay, autopilot, and yeah, we got to bring it in a lot more. Come on, turn. 836, okay, above 800, not bad at all. Okay, come on, pull that out. Okay, we're looking at about a third of the way from the top, from the red buoy. And trying not to get dumped up in here. Happens quite a bit. Gotta get our speed up though. Alright, 4.8. Maintaining it over 5 is what we want to be. There's 5. God, it just throwing me all over the place. Back into the 4s. This portion is going pretty slow. But overall, 830 is good. Above 8, I'd try for 800. I bring my sails in, get some speed up, and then it wants to just throw a big gust right about here. Okay, come on, just get across that line, we can use our engines. And as soon as we cross that line, we turn our engines on and loosen up all our sails so we can... Okay, take the wind off of that sail. Open up that and loosen it. Okay, let's pull everything in. We're gonna furl our jib sheet on our, well, that's what we're gonna do. It's hard to talk and concentrate and steer and everything else all at the same time. So, we're done with that. Drop it. Gonna let our halyard down. autopilot. Hopefully it'll stay somewhere in the middle. As soon as that goes to 0, we're gonna button it up. Gonna put on our main sheet. And that's perfect. Close all of our jammers. Close. And drop the line. And then go from sailing to mooring. And then add our starboard fenders. Come back to manual steering. Alright. When they get that done, they'll set up our starboard lines, and then we'll be ready to come into the dock. Engines are going all out. We're going to come in a little bit high and at a pretty good angle. Alright, they're set. Pair starboard lines. Yes. Doing good. Doing really good. Last couple runs, 2 runs ago I didn't even have the mic on, and I was really happy with the score. Looks like Skull and Bones are ready. Oh no, we didn't want to do that. And didn't have the mic on. Just so infuriating. And then the last run I got dumped 3 times because I didn't furl it in enough. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we got to get that front fender above this corner. It slows down pretty quick, so not bad, but you got to keep pressure on it. As soon as we get close, don't touch it. Oh my God, I'm panicking. I came in a little bit too hard. Oh man. $10.88. New record. What the hell? Global rank 2. What? All right. I'll do that in a minute. Oh, I went from 3 to 2. Ah, and you guys got to see it. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. I always end by doing everything. I button down the ship and everything. Gotta loosen this up a little bit. Drag this down. I mean, this is the part of sailing. I like doing everything. Not just, you know, getting a score, but I like doing it all. Everything I learn. Alright. Gonna put on our spring lines. And then it's the challenge is pretty much over. The ghost ship. Thank you for watching. I'm really happy right now. Have a great day.